Welcome to the mini series on improving your flow, where I'm going to be going into depth on techniques that you can use to improve your flow and sound better on instrumentals, right? And the first thing I'm going to tell you to do right at the start, right now, is to record yourself, right? Get a 16, get an instrumental, and go somewhere where you can record yourself, alright, spitting this verse, right? And you might be wondering why I want you to do this. Is because this is how you're going to measure yourself, right? You're going to record yourself today, and then after practicing the techniques I give in this series, even in this video, you're going to practice them, and then you're going to go back and record yourself to see if you're actually improving, if your flow is actually getting better. And that's how you're going to measure your progress, right? Now, today we're focusing on freestyling, and with freestyling, what I want you to do is to freestyle at least 5 minutes a day, right? If you've got a 12-hour job, if after college you have to go straight to see your mates or your girlfriend or whatever, even 5 minutes a day will do it then. If you're that busy, find that little space in between where you go into places here to just freestyle 5 minutes a day. Or even when you're on the bus, you can even put an instrument on your headphones and freestyle in your head. Just put the instrument on and just keep freestyling in your head. And as you do this, you find you build the habit, you build the neural pathways of freestyle in your head, and you get better at it, right? And then when you actually freestyle, you'll be able to freestyle for more than just 30 seconds, because for this to work, you need to be able to freestyle for more than 30 seconds, right? And that's the first thing I want you to do. Just start freestyling 5 minutes a day, alright? Now, why freestyle? Why are we starting with freestyling? Because freestyling gives us the space to experiment with different flows and different rhythms, right? Rather than just scatting on a beat, mumbling a flow, like putting on a beat and going just mumbling it to figure out a flow, right? Which is a very effective way to configure flows and stuff, right? Freestyling, I find, is a better way to do that, because we're actually using real words. We can actually measure and see how real words will sound to this flow. And once we create this flow with our freestyling, we can then find it easier to translate this flow into our pre-written bars, into an actual verse, rather than when you're just mumbling a flow that can be sometimes difficult to translate into real words, into already a pre-written verse. But with freestyling, it's a lot easier, and so that's why we're focusing on freestyling, right? How you're going to want to freestyle to improve your flow is by putting on a beat and experimenting with different rhythms, different cadences, right? Different ways of putting your words and your vocals on the beat. I'm going to demonstrate right now. I'm going to put on the beat and do that. Just play around with flows and rhythms like that. When I'm on a mic, man, I mash up the program. Try test me and I'll show, man. Everybody knows that you're not a road man, you're not a G. You're gonna see when I come from, man, when I come to man's street, when I come to man's area, man, a stereo. Everybody knows I'm straight up gonna bury ya. And then you can switch it up like this. Jump in the rave. Make man, jump in the rave. You get dumped in the grave. If you're straight up, stop that war. If you're straight up, stop that this. Everybody knows that you're the one of this. You get turned to a myth, yeah? And all that kind of stuff. You just want to play around with your flow, with your vocals, with your rhythm like that, and find which flow works for you, right? And this is how you can configure flows, create flows. And once you get good at doing that, you can now start matching whatever flow you create while freestyling onto your actual pre-written bars, which is what I'm going to demonstrate next. Now, let's say I'm a beginner and I'm stuck on a specific flow. No matter what I do, my flow won't change. You're just stuck, right? I'm going to demonstrate how you're going to go from that to go into improving your flow using the freestyling that we just did, right? What you're going to want to do is freestyle that we just did before, and then once you play around with your flow, with your rhythm while freestyling, you find a flow that you like, that you enjoy, stick with that while freestyling, and then translate it onto your page. But first I'm going to demonstrate being stuck and being at a place where your flow is not up to par, and then I'm going to demonstrate how your flow could improve if you implement the freestyling and the trying out different flows while freestyling. So let me spit the first way first. So let's say my flow's like this at the start. Man wanna war, but they're not coming out like a big shit, living on the floor, I'm milking of a dipstick. I'll quick switch and bring beef like a demon. That's why you don't want beef like a vegan. And don't say that nobody warned you, I'll leave you more fucked than a porn star. And you can't keep scars with that universe. I'm the brightest star in the universe, and I make sure that it truly hurts. Right. Now, let's say I've been freestyling, I've been practicing, I've been going into it with a specific flow, right? And now after freestyling, after figuring out what flow I want to use, I'm going to implement that onto these pre-written bars, right? So that would sound something like this. Man wanna war, but they're not coming out like a big shit. Living on the floor or milking of a dipstick. I'll quick switch and be weak like a demon. That's why you don't want beef like a vegan. Don't say that, nobody warned you, I'll leave you more fucked than a porn star. And you can't fit scars with that universe. I'm the brightest star in the universe, and I make sure that it truly hurts. Right? You can clearly hear the difference, right? And that's how you can use freestyling to improve your flow, to create different flows that you like, right? You just put on an instrumental, you freestyle for a bit, practicing different rhythms, changing it or finding one that works for you. And then when you find one that you like, you just stick with that, one. And then after freestyling with that flow for a bit, you can then translate it onto your actual pre-written bars. Right, to recap, you're going to record yourself first, see where you're at now. Try all these different techniques, try all the techniques throughout the series, and then record yourself again, right? Second thing we talked about is going to freestyle at least 5 minutes a day, 5 times a week, alright? Because that will help you get into freestyling. You need to be able to freestyle for a little bit to be able to use this, right? And freestyling, even for a beginner, all it takes is patience to learn, right? You'll be able to get it if you freestyle consistently and be able to play around your flows. And then when you freestyle, don't freestyle with the same flow with the aim on rhyming on what you're saying. Freestyle with the aim on playing around with your rhythm, with your flow, with your cadence, right? Seeing what rhythm you like, what flow you like, and then you're going to translate that flow into your actual pre-written bars. Okay, well, that's it for this video. If you're enjoying this series, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because it's going to continue. Next week we're looking at counting bars and also rhyming and how they affect your flow. But that's it for today. Like I said, I'll catch you in the next video.